Hello and welcome to another JDS Meow Kitty gaming video. Now in this video I was testing out the Mustang Alpha to see how it handled with the new flight models and ended up boarding a NPC Cutty filled with Nine-tails soldiers. So I flew down to the Hurston planet surface to complete one of the bounty contracts, and after completing it I decided to investigate this random ship I saw on my HUD. As I got closer, I realised it was a Nine-tails Cutlass Black, just sitting on the ground. I'm kicking myself because I didn't start recording earlier. I'm so disappointed. So unfortunately, you won't see how I boarded the ship, but I'll give you a quick catch-up on the background. I approached the back of the Cutty, quite close to avoid the turret shooting me, and blew off both the rear engines, which is just something that you have to do to Cutty ships. After blowing them off, I realised the ramp was down, and when I got a bit closer I realised there were 4 Nine-tails soldiers just standing in the back. I got out of my ship and approached the ramp, and they just ignored me. So I performed one of the melee takedowns on one of them, and as I was doing that, the pilot flew off with me in the cargo bay. I took the downed soldier's gun and proceeded to unload on the other 3 soldiers that just stood there and took it. So now that brings me to this part of the story. I'm standing in the cargo bay alone and in my standard undersuit. And you can see my Mustang Alpha's lights off in the distance as the Nine-tails pilot flies randomly around. Here's me looking from external view while standing in the cargo bay. Notice that this soldier hadn't been taken out properly, so they'll stomp in the back. And I started looting the other Nine-tails. Take some nice heavy armor. Take a couple of guns. Shotgun would probably help in close quarters. There we go. So let's have a look at this side. What's it look like now? Everything's upside down. Have a look at the other side. You can see our Mustang Alpha all the way down there. I'll zoom in. Left the lights on. Now let's enter the cockpit / habitation area. And there's the guy sitting there in the turret. It looks like he's praying. Just looking straight up in the sky. A couple of shots to the face. Change over to my fists. And for some reason I'm punching super fast. Like I get some sort of boost item. he just doesn't want to die. Couple more shots. And I aimed up the turret just in case the game thought he was out the top of the turret. There's no one in the bunk beds, top and bottom. Now check out the cockpit. Where's the guy sitting? No one in the second seat, the co-pilot. See whether I can get in there. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Still got my gun out. I wonder whether I can do anything with these controls. There's us 2 sitting there as best friends. Flying around randomly. Let's see whether I can turn off the power. So we'll go into items, try to turn off the power plant. That doesn't work. Can't turn off the cold snaps. Can't turn off the Gatlings. Doesn't seem I can do anything with this ship, from the co-pilot seat anyway. So I'm looking around, so let's see whether I can select any options. Any other power down options? Oh, there's power off in the middle there. Click power off. The screen's turned off. Oh, the thrusters are still on. Turret's still moving. Lights are still on. It seems pretty pointless sitting in the co-pilot seat then. So let's get off. Hello, pilot. Completely ignoring me. He's not even holding onto the joystick or the thruster. His screens are turned off. I don't know how he's flying without any power on. Alright, let's just take him out then. Shot to the head. I've read that getting into the Cutty seat can instantly kill you, so we'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, seemed to work alright. It's all powered up. There's only one guy left, the guy in the turret. I think he's still pointing at my Mustang Alpha down on the ground. Before I entered the Cutty ramp, I realized there was an outpost just next to it, and there was a few guards there, so let's check out what's going on down there. So we'll fast forward to me approaching my ship and the outpost. Yeah, there's the outpost. Oh, it's a bit hard to fly when you've got no rear engines on the Cutty. There's one of the guards. I've got an idea. Let's put it down here. Nice and close. And now we'll try to find the self-destruct. I'm not sure whether there's a button for it on this cockpit. Doesn't look like it. So we'll hold down backspace, and there we go. There's self-destruct initiated. Quickly exit the seat. Make a mad dash for it. A shot in the chest to say goodbye. Sprint past the dead bodies. Jump out the ramp. See whether I can get a nice good shot from the ship just as it's blowing up. Not quite sure how long the self-destruct takes. Oh, there it is. Boom. Just a big orange explosion from the side. So we'll quickly fly over and have a look at what's going on. Oh, that guy survived. He's standing there. He's just standing there. Not fazed at all by the ship just exploding right next to him. Oh, and there's a bit of bad piloting. Didn't realise I forgot my landing gear was down, so my wings weren't working.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's check out whether there's anyone else around here. There's a group of them. Do the good old takedown from the air. Now being 3.18.1 and a warp coming in 0.2, I didn't really plan to just stick around and loot the outpost, so off I go. There's the fireball in the background. Still my gun out, resting it on the control panel as I fly off into space again. Must admit, I do quite like the Mustang Alpha, at least when flying in atmosphere. The wings definitely help out, keeps more stable, can turn better. But just with the two cannons, the two stock cannons, it's definitely underpowered. It's pretty good once you've got it fully decked out though. So that was my experience boarding a random Nine-tails NPC Cutty ship I just found at an outpost with its ramp down. So if you liked the video or you found it enjoyable or funny, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.